Oh nah, we not in Texas no more, my boy.
After every ice fishing trip, you gotta take every reel apart, make sure you got fucking grease in there. Take care of your nice fish.
So we just landed. We were told our boat's not here yet, so we'll stay in the hotel for 2 days. Give me some time to vlog or what.
Hey, go! Which way you going? Do it right.
It's not as cold here as I thought it would be. So yeah, now I'm just waiting for a hotel. Like I said, my ship's not here. Well, I'm waiting on a cab, and they're gonna take me to the hotel. Fucking view, like these are real life mountains. Like, does this not look mythical? Tell me this shit doesn't look mystical. Like, I just. I don't know if you can pick up on that mountain right there, but. Yeah. So nervous getting on the flight. I was so nervous getting on the flight and just coming down here. Cause, like, you know, Texas is basically all I know. I've been to other places, but I have never lived somewhere for a long period of time. So, like, being able to fly into this remote ass location with its hidden beauty, like, this shit crazy. It's an insane experience, and I'm all here for it. Most of my time is gonna be spent on the boat, and I'm hoping I can get the Aurora Borealis on camera, because I'll be spending most of my time in the Bering Sea. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. According to people who live in Alaska, it's kind of what if I'll be able to do that. I'm trying to get like a good camera view. Yeah, this entire island is surrounded by mountains. Like, completely surrounded by islands. Like, come on now. Like how the peak just mysterious and shit. Fucking love it. This is where we landed, on that side. But yeah, this is Dutch Harbor. I don't have any connection right now, so like I'm officially, like the journey is officially kicked off. I can't even talk shit on social media no more. Like, I'm really out here. What's up, guys? So last time we chopped it up, I was saying that I was going to the hotel, which happened to be literally down, or like very close to the harbor. Like, look at that view. It doesn't feel like I'm in America right now. It doesn't even look like it. Let me see if I can focus it up. It doesn't even look like America. Or what you'd ideally say is, so yeah, this is basically the beginning of my adventure. I don't want to appear too super dark, but so this is, like I said, this is basically the beginning of my adventure. I have no Wi-Fi right now, so I can't even attempt to get back in touch with my home. The hotel does offer Wi-Fi, but I don't even have the money to do that because I literally decided to come here broke as a motherfucking skunk. because I knew that they'd cover everything, and you know, as long as I do my job well, I'll be good. Probably not the best idea to do, but the reason I'm here is because I'd like to make a transformation. I've been so concerned and like bogged down by like regular society. I've been so consumed by like what's going on in the virtual world, by like shit that really at the end of the day doesn't even matter. Just constantly distracting myself, constantly doom scrolling. And I know this is a bit of an extreme task to take, to go from Texas to Alaska and to take on a job. I get it. It's wild. I understand, but you have to get that I'm not just here for that. I'm also here because it pays extremely well. Basically, I'm forcing myself to just sit with myself. Even if I'm working crazy hours and things of that nature, I'm forcing myself to sit with myself. Because whenever I leave, I have a certain amount of songs downloaded. I have a certain amount of movies and videos and stuff downloaded. I want to ensure that what I'm doing with my time is productive in some shape, form, or fashion, so that I can build this habit whenever I go back home. And I'll actually show you some of the books that I brought. So here's a couple of the books that I bought, or the books that I brought. So A1 Day 1, The Master Key System. This book is phenomenal for basically, if I do what I'm supposed to do in the Master Key System, if you follow the exercises, it's 24 exercises and they go week by week. If you do those exercises, or if I did do those exercises the way I'm supposed to, I wouldn't even really have to come to Alaska, because the more I do the exercises and the meditations, the less I want to waste time on other shit. Like, I'm more mindful of how my energy, my mental energy is being spent. So as soon as it goes to dumb shit, I'm just like, it doesn't feel okay. It doesn't feel right. Next, we have Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. I've had this book for a while, but I've never really tapped into it. And I feel like working 16.5-hour days and 7 days a week would be the perfect time to like really search for my meaning. This is about a concentration camp survivor, and he basically details how he survived. He details the psychology about the stuff going on in the concentration camp, which I feel like we can all kind of see in regular society. Maybe not to the extent of what's going on in the concentration camp, but we can still definitely see that in society. Next, we have Silent Power by Stuart Wilde. And I have actually read this book, and it is phenomenal. Did I read the entire thing? I think I did read the entire thing, but I like to read stuff once and then read it once more and then take notes on it. So I'll say that I've read it once without taking notes on it, but it is an amazing book in the sense of understanding how to like generate charisma without saying too much, because I feel like one of my personal issues is I talk so damn much. I talk a lot. Well, it's not even necessarily an issue. I just have to figure out how to use it the way I would like to use it. For example, this YouTube channel, I can talk a motherfucker's ear off, and I can talk. I want to stop cussing because I actually want to monetize. What is it? Funk Ninja. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be a funk ninja. And then this one might be, it might be considered controversial, but I really do not give a slit. I don't give a ham sandwich. But we got Pimp Guide, which your mama should have told you, written by Warren B. Now, this book is The reason I like this book so much is because most people assume that like all pimps are just this particular thing, but if you've ever been around like an actual pimp, they're all damn near mystical. Like they're all, if you're talking to somebody who claims to be a pimp and they're not spiritual, they're not a pimp. Simple. But it's almost like a philosophy, and they say certain shit and you can see it expressed in every state, like every place, every job. You can see the structures broken down. It's like you're either a pimp, a hoe, or a trick. You're either making the rules, you're either working for somebody, or you're doing what you can. You know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what it is. Like red pill people try to, or red pill YouTubers try to steal some of the pimp sauce and then try to make it their own, but they're not. Like they're too logical. They don't have their feminine energy in cooperation with their masculine energy. So they try to come at it from a real super masculine, super logical standpoint. But what you gotta understand is that we are beings that are masculine and feminine at the end of the day. And like I really like that book because it was like I feel like the biggest thing it taught me and made me realize was that at certain jobs that definitely was a hoe. Or I've always, if you're working for a company, you're a hoe, you know, in the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like if you gotta pay somebody for something to, you know, you're technically a trick. It's always going some. Everybody's constantly flipping through those three channels. Well, most people don't flip through being a pimp, and most people don't flip through being a hoe unless they're doing a job. Most people are just tricks. Hence why we have a consumer society. That was deep. Damn. Anyways, those are the books I have, and I also have the 5-minute journal. This is cool because it gives me like writing prompts and stuff. Because I definitely feel like after 16-hour shifts, I'm not gonna want to really think that deep or think too hard about what I want to write about. Yeah, I'm excited. This whole process of me being here is meant to be a rite of passage. It was nerve-wracking coming here. It was, yeah, nerve-wracking, in all honesty, hopping on the plane, actually following through with it. Yeah, but like now I'm here, and tomorrow night I actually begin work. So tonight I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna do the meditations. Oh, and another thing I'm really happy about being on the boat for, I have no access to internet, so how am I gonna look up corn? You know what I'm saying? Cornhub. How am I gonna look up Cornhub? I can't watch TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I can't watch YouTube Shorts. I can't just constantly doom scroll. Like, the little bit of entertainment that I do have, I have like the first season of One Piece and a bunch of beats that I can write to, a couple of albums that I like, a couple of songs that I like, and The Pacific. It's on Netflix. I downloaded it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. It's like I can't really. If I sat down and binge watched it, I would run through everything. So I have to conserve it. And even if I didn't conserve it and I just binge watched it, I would fuck myself because I have no other form of entertainment. So it's like it's actually kind of a reward. Like I actually think I'm conscious about how I'm spending that time. If that makes any sense. And also, boys, since we're only here for lunch, we got a $55 a day meal ticket. So with that being said, dinner's gonna be crazy tonight because we missed lunch, we missed breakfast and lunch, so it should be fun. But yeah, I'll get more videos like on the boat. I want to get some videos tonight too. I mean, there's no reason not to get videos tonight. It's not like, I feel like if I had Wi-Fi on, I would be kind of hesitant to leave the hotel. But since I don't have Wi-Fi, I'm like, I might as well. I'm gonna be bored as shit. I might as well create content, right? But let me give y'all the view one last time. Isn't that fucking beautiful? I mean, plucking beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Peace out, y'all. Peace, love, hair grease in the Middle East. Go get it, come back with it, stay fitted so you don't have to get it. Yeah, I just ordered a steak. So I'm excited to see how that comes out. I figured I could just put all my videos into like sections. Like day 1 vlogs, day 2 vlogs. My day 1 and 2 vlogs are probably gonna be long as shit because I just have free time, you know? I have free time. I have no idea how I'm gonna spend the rest of this voucher tomorrow. If it's $55 to split it up between 3 meals. It's expensive in Alaska. That's like a $53 steak. So yeah, I just ordered a steak. We're gonna see what it's looking like. The view is mad pretty. I'm gonna see if I can move. It's like a high end. It feels real high. Feels real high end. I'm gonna see if I can move. She comes back. But yeah, I think if I would have had internet, I probably would have went back upstairs to eat my food, like on some antisocial weirdo shit. Instead of taking in the scenery. It's not my hair. That's all I gotta say. But I just got a ribeye steak for like $53 or some shit. And coming from Texas, I don't think our ribeye steaks are $53. This shit better be Wagyu. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her if I can move. I just asked her, could I move? She said, yeah. So we lit. Now I just really want to get this particular scene or scenery. It's a particular angle. It's real similar to the one I have right here, but it'd be behind me. Like everything. Like, see how that building right there looks? It looks mad pretty. Like right there. Imagine the whole behind me looks pretty like that. So that's what I'm gonna try to get into the shot for you guys. So like I said, cheers. I feel like my whole time in Alaska, people are gonna think I'm a weirdo, antisocial nigga who talks to his camera. But you know what they say. We here to make ends, not friends at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you feel me? The only friend I need is Benjamin. Why is this shit puffy like that? I don't rock beanies like that, so I'm trying to style this. I'm drinking the finest lemon water. The Tates. The Tates drink sparkling water, but emperors drinking lemon water. Food for thought. But yeah. As soon as I got in, as soon as we landed, a whole bunch of people busted out cigarettes and started smoking them, and it was the hardest thing for me not to ask for a cigarette. Hold up. I
But that's
definitely.
okay. Like you just clear it up, and then the infection can go away. If it doesn't go away, you just keep doing it, and then you probably just get it closed. That happened to me first. But yeah, you can always get an infection and get it clean, just like with soap water.
Yeah. Yeah, saline wash.
And I would like sleep with this like soap on my nose, and it really helped me it to be like dry out like the next morning.
See, my skin gets so bad. Like it starts flaking.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
It's part of the process,
Then
right?
put some lotion around or something.
Right.
Like,
That's what I try to do.
Like face lotion.
What made you want to move to Alaska? Or
Looking for a job and something different, never been to Alaska.
I'm in the exact same boat. Literally, I'm gonna be on the boat.
Okay, is it your first time?
Yeah. I'm not gonna
Are
lie.
you scared?
Yeah, I'm a little bit
Are you
nervous.
scared? Yeah.
I didn't plan anything out.
Yeah, just don't force it. Like, and you know it's gonna be rough, so you see, find out if it's for you or not.
Right.
But just don't force it. Like, you know, if that's not your thing, you find something else. And if it's your thing, then wow, you're making a lot of money. So
That is true.
either way, you're making some money
Like
anyways.
who's paying $55 for a steak? Like they picked up the
Did you
tab.
put your order already, right?
Yeah.
Sure, you put it.
See, I like it here because it's calm.
Yeah.
It's not too many people.
Yeah, that's very true.
But yeah,
It's good meeting you.
it was good meeting you as well. What's your name?
My name is Mel.
Mel?
Yeah.
I'm Gerald.
Gerald. Nice to meet you, sorry.
Okay, let's try to rearrange this. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I like right there. What was I saying? I wasn't flirting. You were flirting. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited to basically starve out all of my distractions. But yeah, as soon as I got off the boat or out of the plane, I think this is my steak here. Oh. As soon as I got off the plane, people were smoking cigarettes, and that shit made me want a cigarette so badly. Like I literally envisioned having a friend group based off of us smoking cigarettes. I was like, oh, it'd be cool. We work super hard, and then at the end of the day, just like the soldiers who fought in World War II, they'd smoke cigarettes because it's just a pastime. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'd rather be the weirdo walking around with a camera and shit, talking to himself. Let's see how that route goes. We've seen the other story play out before. She gave me the stank eye. I was like, nigga, why are you talking to yourself? Because I can. I didn't know the restaurant was gonna be fancy. They gave us hand towels and everything. But come on now, anything for that view. Look at it. It's beautiful. I'm just excited to get out on the water. They say it's gonna make me nauseous. I don't care. They say it's gonna be hard work and my wrists are gonna hurt. I was building cars. I was building like 300 cars a day less than 6 months ago. Come on. You don't play with me, son. You don't know me, son. Yo, I think I see a sea. What? Is it a sea lion? I just saw a sea lion. I've never seen. I thought that was a person swimming, but apparently it was a sea lion. I've never seen a sea lion in person. I'm definitely going outside after this. Just for the hell of it, you know? I'm sorry, guys. It's just mad pretty. But yeah, I'll tap in with you guys a little bit later. Probably whenever my steak gets here, just to see what it's looking like. Yo, it looks
More?
so good.
Is it?
A little bit more.
Okay. Okay.
That's good. Thank you so much. Okay, it looks mad good. So, see what we talking about. I was talking hot mess, but I was like, they're not touching Texas. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I gotta let that. Oh wow. It has so much butter on it. I've never eaten a steak with compound butter, so. It's mad tender. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's mad tender. It's looking real promising. I get the price tag. I understand the price tag now. To be fair, I've never spent this much on steak in Texas. Never done that before, so this shit is really good. Wow. You know, most places, when they realize that they have people using like vouchers, they tend to like skimp on the quality because they're gonna buy it anyways, and then we're gonna upcharge them because it's not their money. They don't care. Not these guys. Actually, all of the food I've had in Alaska so far has been really good. I had a bacon cheeseburger that made me stop talking. Stop talking. Come on now. It's crazy. I'm gonna try the broccoli. The broccoli's mid, but Sorry about that, guys. It's very good. It's very, very good. Now that's the homie. I think we gonna be on a vessel together. He seemed like his head was in the right place. The lady tried to make me sit down with some people I didn't know. Because she assumed we knew each other. Because apparently this is one of those industries where people, whenever they work together, they get really close. Clearly working on a ship together for 6 months. But oh no, I'm sad. I feel like I should have let the steak rest. It's like the universe is telling me I'm on the right path because literally all I care about is eating good food, having adventures. Good food, adventures, and travel. That's all I give a fuck about. It's touching my soul. I damn near want to go tell him get the ribeye because this shit is immaculate. What up, fam?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, that ribeye go crazy, bro. That shit go.
You have a phone?
Huh? Nah, I'm doing YouTube videos and shit while I'm here.
Okay. Shit, I probably gotta do something.
No, for real. I was like, bro, I'm gonna sit up here bored. You said what?
See, I think I thought they had buffet.
Yeah, I thought they did too. I thought they did too. They got one on the ship, right?
Yeah, it's like they're gonna have
I'm finna get fat on the ship. That's why they gave us a $55 voucher, because they were like, we're gonna feed y'all more than that on the ship anyways. This shit's gonna put me in a coma. Ah, fuck. Down the hatch. Pretty good to you?
It's going fine.
Where are you from?
I live in Anchorage,
Oh,
New Hampshire. What about you?
Texas. I'm still trying to figure out Anchorage, even though I was just there. I was like, that's Alaska, right?
Yes.
I've been up for like 14 hours straight. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Your own company?
Sure.
I don't need to sit by myself. Don't want to be either.
What are you reading?
It's like one of those like wise Buddhist kind of books. I don't know.
I'm reading
Slow for me. It's kind of dense. It's good.
How a Man Finds Meaning.
Oh, Man Search for Meaning.
Yeah, Man Search for Meaning. I finally picked it up. Like it's been in my pile for a while, but I finally picked it up for this journey.
That makes sense. I like that book as well. It's like a big staple. Yeah.
Have you read it?
You know, it's bad because I like know the gist of it and I tell people to read it all the time, but I have not finished it. I've started it multiple times because I just always read it before bed and it's just like Holocaust, like it's really intense.
It is.
So I'm just like, I don't.
I just got to the Campos part where he talks about like the people in the concentration camp who are kind of given privileges and stuff.
Yeah, maybe I did finish it and I just didn't finish the end because I think half of the book is like about psychology
Yeah.
and half of it is about what happened to him. And I think I actually read the part that happened to him, and that's why I didn't read the psychology part.
I feel like that's like
That's the main part. Good, thanks. Yeah, I'm just confusing you guys. I thought we wouldn't sit alone.
Would you like something to drink?
I'm actually good with water.
No problem. Let me know when
Sure,
you're
but
ready.
I'm
Take
not
your
yet.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Thanks.
I'm absolutely obsessed with books like this. Like I try to read books just to read them, but I always ask myself, what's the point? Like halfway through, what's the point of reading it?
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I try to read a lot of these, but then I often don't finish them. But that's not just because of the book. That's just like I carry around like multiple books and I'll read some of each.
Yeah.
But I think I can finish books a lot better when they're like stories and not as like nonfiction vibes. But I do always seem to read these ones anyway.
Right. Now that I think about it, I have like 4 books that I bounce around.
Yeah, I brought 3 of them on this trip, which is unnecessary. I don't know what I want. I'm like not that hungry, but you think that like have you been here before? Is this your first time?
First one.
Like I wonder how small that King Crab app is. 'Cause I kind of want to have some, but I don't want to commit to like paying a ton.
Like the entire thing.
Yeah, I hear on Sundays there's a really good buffet here for brunch. That might have crab, but I don't want to spend my whole Sunday sitting here eating either.
I mean, there's worse ways to spend your
Yeah,
Sunday.
I know, but I want to go outside.
So are you gonna hop on the vessel?
No, I'm a therapist here for the week.
It's really cool.
So are you getting on a boat or did you already do one?
Now I'm getting on the boat for the first time.
Really?
Yeah. I have like super ADHD, so I don't really think stuff through. but it usually ends up well. It ends up well.
Big adventure.
Right.
Yeah, I just send it. I also have ADHD, but
Are you ready?
is the king crab app kind of how big is that? It's not
So it's
super
like
big.
2 legs or 3 legs. It's not that filling. Yeah. I guess if you're not that hungry, you'll be fine.
Is the French onion soup like a cup for the app?
It's like a cold.
That's helpful to know. I'm a little hungry, but I'm not that hungry. It's like in between appetizer and actual meal.
You could also do the bistro steak salad.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I will do that, but I also don't like. Is blue crumble blue cheese?
Yes. You can
Is there
take
any
it out.
way to not have that?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Screw it out.
That sounds great. I'll get that. Thank you.
Sure. And what temperature do you like your meat?
Medium rare, please.
Medium rare. And for dressing, we have ranch, blue cheese, balsamic, Italian, Hawaiian.
Italian.
No problem.
What's your name?
I'm Gerald.
I'm Molly.
Nice to meet you, Mommy.
Me too. That's cool that you're going on a boat. You make good money, right? It's like,
So I've
what
heard.
is it, like 70 days?
Yeah, like 70 days, and they're like, you might make what you usually make in half a year.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. Just find out.
How much is it? Do you know? Generally?
Well, with this company, it's like 15 to 30,000. Like 75-day
It
contract.
depends how you do.
They say how fishing goes, but honestly, it's my first time. You know, they always say stuff to get people in the door.
Yeah. I totally get that.
I'm mostly here for the adventure.
That's good. Nice. It's exciting. It's pretty intense out there, though, I bet.
I really like intense environments.
Yeah, I considered doing something like that. Like, if I had the summer before I started work, I would have maybe jumped on a boat too. Because I feel like there's shorter ones in the summer, and then like, you could have just made money and then not had to worry about things. But
Right.
my placement started in June, which was early in my life.
So
So.
do you travel like around America doing therapy, or?
No, I'm up in Alaska, so I work for the Aleutian Pribilof Islands Association. So it's the Aleutian Island chain out here, and I'm in Anchorage doing that. But we travel to like the locations that we serve out here. Sometimes.
Okay.
So I just came from St. George, which is like Rhode Island, like a little north. It's
So
like
do you,
250 miles.
you hop on those like little propeller planes and just?
Yeah, it was kind of sketchy. To be
No, it
honest.
really is. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever they landed, I didn't know where the landing strip was.
Yeah.
It just appeared.
Raven scares me more though, or like the big planes coming in here scare me more than those because this runway is really short. Like when you land a little plane on this runway, it's fine. It's not going on.
Yeah, he
that
like
much.
stomped on the
They're just,
brakes.
Like, the little planes are like more aerodynamic. Those like medium size ones, I don't know about those.
I've never seen a group of like guys who just met each other and were like, oh, we all do hard and work. There's always like that aura of toughness.
Yeah.
As soon as he stepped on the brakes on the plane, everybody was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
everybody completely dropped it.
I flew on a fishing group. Like my first night out was all men, and it was me and my coworker. And I was like, "This is an interesting crowd. Like I've never been on a plane where I'm like the only woman."
Could you see the dynamic? Just
And
to
it was like a dynamic. Yeah.
everybody's just like,
We're like, we don't know each other, but we have to be around each other.
I will fight you. Don't
Yeah.
bully me. That's really what it is. It's just like a game of chicken.
What do you think about that?
Most times it's just like it comes from a place of like nervousness or fear.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, I want to show you guys that I have like certain boundaries, and then whenever the guys kind of get around each other a little bit more, they drop. You're like, oh, okay, I don't have to pretend to be tough around you. Typically, it doesn't lead to bullying or anything, but sometimes some guys are really trying to prove a point. It always makes an ass out of them.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious how you like it. But yeah, the planes are sketchy. Like when I was landing in St. George, like they just go under the clouds and they're like going really low over the ocean for a long time, and then they like turn around and like land like while they're turning and
They did that shit in Seattle with the big plane,
shit.
like the main planes they fly.
Why? So weird.
I thought I was gonna end up in one of those movies.
Yeah, the pilots, I can tell they're very skilled though. It was not easy to do. You couldn't see it, and they don't have like technology that they can do without seeing anything on these like little ass planes.
I gotta say, it is badass, but it's a little bit scary.
When I tried to get out here, they went out and so we landed in Cold Bay, and then they tried to come out and they couldn't land, so they tried a couple attempts, and then they flew all the way back to Anchorage.
Oh fuck!
So, and then they got back and they're like, okay, flight's at 6 a.m. And like, we got in like 12. And so I had to go to Bully 4:30, come back out and try again. And I was like, here we go. But we landed that time.
I think that was the worst flight from Anchorage to here,
Yeah.
simply because it was just water. The mountains that we passed were really pretty, but then it was just water.
Were you on Aleutian or Raven?
Raven.
Yeah. I feel like Raven's the worst.
Yeah, it was like
Aleutian's like a faster flight, I think. Yeah. But I was on Raven too. I haven't done Aleutian yet.
it took me 4 hours to get from Texas to Seattle. It took me 4 hours to get from Seattle to Anchorage, and then it took me 4 hours to get from Anchorage to Dutch Harbor.
Yeah, it's a trip.
It's like I flew from Texas to Seattle in the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, this is 900 miles. It's pretty far.
The maps confuse me. They make it look not that far.
Alaska is not done justice on the maps because it's so far north. Any of the north or south, like South Africa, Alaska, like they're all
Minimize it.
way smaller than they are. But yeah, it's big out here. Like Anchorage to Dutch is really far, but those planes don't go as fast. Raven is a little slow. Aleutian goes a little faster.
They did have more personality though.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's fair. What did you do before this job?
I was working at Tesla down in Texas, but I quit after I joined the Cybertruck team. It just was not. It was all over the place.
Is that where you grew up, Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good to be here. There was no food on St. George. There's like a little market, but it's just like you can't even get. There's like you can't get any food. And then I brought my food, but it was a little sad because I'm like working with the Alaska Native folks out there, and most of them are drinking. There's like 4 kids on the island. There's like 35 people, and like all the kids are going through something. It was so sad to see.
Thank you for your work.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They don't like it out there. They don't think they need help out there, and which is fair. And they shouldn't trust providers coming from like who knows where. But it's like it feels like I did too much. I did try.
That's all that matters, because Like I'm in Texas. Did I tell you I'm Karankawa? It's a tribe in Texas, and we've been on the coastal bend for like 2,000 years, just real nomadic. And the water's very sacred to my people, which is why I kind of consider this trip like a rite of passage. But just the way they've handled the water, the way they killed those communities, the economies around those communities, it's insane. It's super depressing.
Yeah, it's such bad trauma out there. They were like, this is like, St. George was the last place that there was slavery in America until the 80s because they were forcing the people to do the fur seal trade. So it was like the government would like make valley folks do like go seal hunting for them. And this happened for over 100 years. Like,
When you said the 80s, I was like, fuck.
I know. It just like really recently
Just ended.
It's wild. Yeah, like in World War II, they like stripped the islands over so. I don't know. Do you know the history of this stuff yet? The Aleutian World War II history.
Nah, I'm realizing that there's a really large Native American population here, though.
Yeah, there's like a big Alaska Native population on these islands, so most of them are Alaska Native. Like this island just is one of the biggest ports in the world, so you get people coming through like you guys. And,
Yeah.
there are some white people out here, but a lot of white people can be Native because there's like the Russians came from Siberia.
Right,
And,
yeah.
like married into the folks out here with
Most-
like Russian
Most
names.
people never heard about that. Like
Yeah.
the Siberians coming over during like the ice bridge.
It actually, okay, so they're like the people out here, their oral history is not Lambridge, it's Bible.
Hmm.
And they're making a movie. This group from Canada that I was talking to in a village up north, like they are making a movie about how they don't think like maybe there was a Lambridge, sure, but like the first people came by boat. Like there was already like people were in Hawaii at the time, like people are all over Polynesia. They have the ability to like get here other means. So they don't
Definitely.
think it was.
You can literally see like based off the structures they've built
Yeah,
from that time period. You're like, oh yeah, they did this, but they couldn't build a boat.
yeah, they
Okay.
get a boat. So I don't know. I think I trust these folks because they're like ancient. These people have been on these islands for so long.
And the fact that they're still here so strong, like compared to the other native populations that I've seen in Texas.
That's fair. Because they are on the original land, like at least they get to stay, and some of them, they took investments instead of actual, like they didn't get reservations, they got like foundations and stuff,
Right.
which was a good move because it was more recent. They saw what happened to folks in the lower 48 that did chose the reservation system, and so these guys fought for something else.
It's always like, it almost seems like there's always somebody who joins the organization or like the tribe, or they're like almost bought out. If that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
no, that makes sense. I mean, they're
And that,
absolutely.
and it just causes so much like rift. Like half of my tribe claims me and the other half doesn't because I'm black. It's weird, right? But like if you look up the tribe, it's known to be like of a mixed people. So it's just like very odd how that played out.
It's weird. So they don't get along, the halves?
They get along in front of outsiders.
Yeah, they're like, we're more united with you than them. But when it's like, it's still them.
Yeah, there's like a very clear divide. I was like, what the hell? But
It's too bad. Maybe the same thing, like people turned these different villages against each other. Here too. But
It's always somebody, and I always assume it's gonna be somebody of a different color, but a lot of times it's somebody of the same color.
Yeah. So there's out here there isn't like someone trying to find that necessarily. I think there's space and like people aren't all over this land out here necessarily.
Yeah, that is so odd to see.
But what it was the military.
So hold this for you whenever you're ready. So the same here and here, okay?
Okay.
They pay for your dinners. That's good. Do you get like a limit?
I wasn't able to use my limit for breakfast or lunch, so I just kind of got left with $55 for dinner.
Nice.
I was like, I'm gonna treat myself tonight.
Yeah, I never really buy stuff that's expensive, but I got a per diem. It's like, I think I get like $100 a day for food, but I was not planning to spend it. I was planning to keep most of it and like eat all my food that I brought. But
Right.
I don't feel like eating that. I just got off like in 5 days of like my after meals.
I don't think I want to do that anymore.
And I haven't gone to Safeway yet.
So like, do you work with the Native Americans? Like, do you?
Yeah, in Anchorage, I am a therapist, and I'd say like I have maybe 2 clients that aren't Native Alaskan, and the rest are, so like 13 clients that are Alaska Native from like various spots. But when I went out to St. George, yeah, the hope is to just get them in the door to like get mental health support. But there's just a lot of barriers and trust, especially on that end. Here, it's like people are a lot more receptive. Like I have an intake next week for someone here, that should be fun. And then I'm really here this week to cover for my coworker that's going on vacation. So
Like, who?
yeah, she's going away, so they needed just another person out here. But I'm really gonna be doing like my same work, just see my clients remotely, and then if anyone needs anything here, we almost had to go on like one of the fishing boats had something happen that we were gonna like go process with them.
Yeah,
But
yes. Bucket. Just like I'm here already.
yeah, I almost did that today, but apparently they actually flew someone in to do that.
That person was me. Maybe. I got flown in today.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna go fishing. I was gonna help them with something happened on the boat that they needed to process. It was like something
Oh,
traumatic.
emotional.
I don't know what happened.
Hmm.
Yeah, something emotional. But I don't think that's common.
What?
Huh?
What?
I said I don't think that's common. It's the first time I've been asked to do something like that. I was kind of bummed I didn't get to. I wanted to go on the boat.
Right. It looks so pretty outside. I saw my first sea lion a little bit earlier. Yeah.
There's been some otters. I saw them around. Where was it? You go around the RV that way, I guess. That's where I saw them.
So I have this idea that like allowing like basically opening up opportunities for like I guess younger artists or just kids who want to express themselves to do so. Like basically starting programs. Like that's years from now. As of right now, I'm trying to figure out how to aid somebody or aid younger people in opening up that vulnerability. Like they don't have to share it with anybody, but just
You're
like
talking about like art, just
art.
express some art therapy kind of
Yeah,
thing.
art really helped me a lot. Like whenever I started making music, I was like 3 years ago. I was addicted to like fentanyl, and like my brother passed away, and I was facing 10 years in prison. But now, like, I don't even see it as like a sorry or like a awful, because he thought he was gonna go other terrible ways, but the way he went was at home and like peaceful. So it was like really reaching for the silver lining with that one, but yeah, like whenever I started making music about that particular pain, I saw the impact it had on people, and I also saw the impact it had on me, because I wouldn't release the song for months, but since I expressed it, I felt as if I told somebody else. If that makes any sense.
It does. Like,
hmm
I agree.
It was really good.
Would you like another dessert?
Would I like a what?
Dessert?
Dessert?
Yes.
What's that?
Dessert. Dessert.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that like expressing through the arts is so healthy and healing. Yeah, that's like what I did on the island, because we couldn't really reach folks being like, come into the clinic. They're like kind of afraid to like walk
Yeah, like this is
to the
weird.
doors.
Like you're experimenting on me.
It's like
You're
I think
recording
there's a
something.
stigma of like needing help out there. Like if you go in the clinic, something's wrong with you. Like but
Yeah. I
it,
mean,
what we did was just we're like, okay, we're doing an art project tonight. Like we're just doing like
yeah,
activities.
like screw it, I'll do it.
So a few people showed up to do like some like native art stuff, and then you just start talking, and eventually,
Right.
yeah, like that was kind of our approach this week. But
Because art is so subconscious. Like when you sit down and you start a piece, 9 times out of 10 you don't know you're gonna end that piece. But when you get to the end of it, you're like, oh shit, that's what it means. And like most of the songs I start writing are just super duper random. But exactly, allowing my emotions to carry me through the song. By the end of it, I have a really deep meaning to it, and it's like, holy shit, I've been feeling that way for a while, haven't I?
yeah, I wish music was like more like a domain for me. I'd actually really like to learn the guitar, some stuff this winter, because it's gonna be a winter. But I really like poetry, so I feel like I would like writing music, but I don't play anything, so.
It's so easy to, because I mean, poetry, rap is just rhythm and poetry. So it's like, I don't even know the technical ways of writing a poem, and if you do, that's even better, because once you realize the cadence, it's just using your voice as percussion.
Yes, and I feel like singing it, or like at least playing it, and like I don't know, it would just be a lot more healing to like experience it once you write it,
Right.
and then to like be able to bring it back when you need it, like at another time in your life, would be cool. But I don't know if I have the like perseverance to learn the guitar. So.
I just started thinking about that. I was like, should I learn? I really want to learn the bass.
My housemate's been playing the bass every day for hours. It's like not an instrument that goes by itself necessarily, but it's
Right.
cool.
It's like the seasoning. It adds seasoning to every other instrument.
Yeah, I was like, what is that when we first started playing? Like,
It just sounds
it's,
like
sounded
low.
like a piano in a sense, because it was just like notes that were like longer.
It's like low
Yeah,
hums.
but then I was like, it's not. That was funny. It's a good instrument.
maybe keyboard. Like learning how to program
Yeah.
a keyboard, you just play with it.
Yeah, that one's like more accessible.
True. Just learning the patterns and stuff. I'm just
When do you leave for your boat thing?
I leave tomorrow night.
Nice.
It should be fun.
How was this?
Good. Yeah, I hope you have fun. Is it halibut?
Is it what?
You going for halibut? What kind of fish are you catching?
I don't even know. Flatfish. That's all they told me, flatfish.
It's probably halibut. Because they are flat. They look weird. And that's probably what they call them out here. Because it's funny, a lot of the animals are very obvious. Like on St. George, it was red feet and black feet. Because that's like the two birds they have. And one has black feet and one has red feet. And that's what they're called. But they look like seagulls.
They're just seagulls with a little bit of flavor. A little flair, a little bit of
They need a
swag.
word for seagulls. They just call them that. There's like a couple birds, you know?
Right.
That's their whole life. So flatfish is like that tracks. It's like it's a flatfish. It's pretty obvious. So that's probably like the translation from like the native.
Yeah, it's a flatfish. I was like, yeah, okay. You're gonna be catching flatfishes primarily. I'm like, all right, cool with me. I'll probably learn about it while I'm on board, but I don't really care that much. I'm just gonna do what they tell me to do to the best of my abilities. See if I like it. I really like it because it allows me, since the pay is so good, it allows me to approach my music in a non-needy way. Like, I don't like sitting down with my fans and being thirsty for a sale. It doesn't feel good at all.
Yeah, that's great. It's helpful to have some money when you're doing art because then you can like do it for you.
Right. At the end of the day, you're not looking for an exact result. You're just enjoying yourself while you're doing it. And typically that's whenever the results come, because when you're thinking about something else, it's like you fuck up that subconscious process.
Yeah. For sure. That's cool. Did they have you doing anything tomorrow to get ready?
Nope. They just got me sitting in a room.
You should go somewhere.
Yeah, I was
Do you have a car?
thinking about, no, I don't. Not here. I was thinking about just like sneaking around that.
Sneaking around what? The tower? You can climb those. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that's not allowed either, but people do it. There's like, yeah.
It's like, what else are you gonna do?
There's a lot of hiking.
Yeah, I was thinking about going on a hike. 'Cause this scenery is just, it just does something to me.
There's also a museum there.
Like walking distance?
I think. I don't know. I've lost track where we are.
Because I also have no service on my phone whatsoever. So,
Yeah, I have Verizon.
exactly same.
Um,
I'm like, I'd hate to get lost and not be able to contact
just so
somebody.
you have Google Maps, right?
I don't have access to Google Maps right now. I can't pull up anything on my phone.
Oh, we won't pay for Wi-Fi.
Of course not.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, I'll tell you where it is. I don't know if it's gonna be open. Okay, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Yes, right there. It's 5 minutes.
No, that's the ship and supply.
So this is the airport. It's like really, really like probably that building on the point almost. Yeah. It looks like that one, that blue one. Blue roof on the left, right there. You could totally make it.
I'm gonna swim across it. Just test my
Get ready.
I'm still really freaking out that I saw a sea lion and I caught it on camera.
Let me show you what I saw at the other island. There was an absurd amount of seals. I don't know. Probably can't really see what's going on.
They're like
They're
screaming.
everywhere. Oh, this
That
is
one is
not,
my spirit animal.
This is not a good video. Comparably. They're just like everywhere.
So is that a seal?
Yeah, these are seals. They're not sea lions, but they're they're teaching their babies. These are baby seals how to. Or some of them are not babies, but they're teaching them how to swim and everything out there.
So I guess it was a seal. It was just in that water right there.
Might have been a sea lion here.
Literally, the sky is two colors. Like, how can you not be in awe of this place?
It's amazing.
And there's mountains. I've never seen a mountain.
Really?
No.
I haven't been to Texas much, so I don't know what you're seeing, but okay, that's good. I'm glad you've seen a mountain at this point.
I kind of want to touch one, but I feel like it's an illusion that they're that close. I feel like they're way further than they really look.
We're going to hike tomorrow. When do you have to be at your boat?
It's coming in at like 7 p.m. So
Okay.
I definitely have time to like explore and navigate. I was probably gonna do some tonight, but
Yeah, feel free to go. You should explore. It's really beautiful. I got a tour. I just don't know where anything is. So my friend just drove me around the whole island and told me where everything was. And I'm like, I don't know where it is.
it's like my eyes are open now.
I was really tired when she did that, but there's a ton of hikes. You're gonna see them. Like you can see this, like there's a trail right there, like there's Bunker Hill. The otters were in here. So you can get up this side. There is a path from this little, like you can kind of to see the, yeah, there's like a little path there that connects, and that's like a tiny hill. Or if it's not that small, but that's right here. And then you can go over. I don't know if this is the World War II bunkers, but
I'm such a
Oh,
World War
right here.
I'm such a World War II junkie. I love
so you're here. You follow the airport. You just keep going, and then you hit the road up, and then there's bunkers up in here. They're pretty cool. Like this one, there's one like you climb into over here. It's like this thing. You go in the ladder,
you.
and there's a hole. You can see the whales.
You've inspired me to go explore.
Yeah, the World War II stuff out here is kind of wild. I can tell you about it if you want.
Please,
bit.
I've
But
literally.
if you go to the museum, you'll learn about it. But basically, after Pearl Harbor, we were very embarrassed and decided that we were going to defend Midway, even though we knew the Japanese were coming to the Aleutians. And they didn't defend this place, and basically the Japanese took over multiple islands. So I think a lot of people don't know that we literally had U.S. territory taken during World War II by the Japanese.
I mean, you gotta think about it. We have the best. What is it? Like
Military in the world? That's what
No,
they
no,
say?
no, no. Propaganda. We have the best propaganda department on the planet.
Oh yeah. And so basically they just came out to the islands and then took all the natives as Japanese prisoners of war on Attu. They took them to Japan. These people are like,
I'm not even involved.
they're like,
I'm not involved.
they knew they were Americans at the time, so they knew it was bad when they saw the Japanese. Like they were, like some of them even like joined the military. Like a lot of the folks out here joined. But anyway, so they took over that island, and then we were like, oh shit! Like it took a while for us to figure it out. Went to evacuate all of the natives, but in the process, like burnt down an entire community to make it sure that the Japanese wouldn't come and use their infrastructure. Like literally, the Navy like lit their village on fire and like told the people as they voted them away that it was the Japanese. And then they evacuated thousands of people in like this 300-person boat where like tons of them died on like the ride, and like they didn't go straight, they just went like this to like avoid submarines or whatever. Or like, and so these people like they were allowed to take like one thing, like, and they just had to leave their homes, and then they put them in fish camps, which are like abandoned buildings on the coast of Alaska that like fishermen tried to like use and like found inhabitable and left, and so they just put them in these like inhabitable camps, and they put each village like in a different camp, and then left them in atrocious conditions for like years, like probably 2 years, where the people were like, get us out of here, and then proceeded to go to the village at fish camps and take all the men during fur seal hunting season, and then use them to hunt the fur seals, and told them if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be able to come back to their homes ever.
See, what the
And then
American history just fucks your head up.
And then there was this battle for, I think it was Attu, the island, like to like reclaim territory, where the U.S. thought that they were getting like they were fighting the Japanese, but they weren't. Like actually, it was just bad weather, and they started fighting each other because they couldn't really tell, and they like killed like 100 people that when the Japanese weren't even fighting them, which is interesting.
Imagine that conversation at the end of the day, like,
Yeah. And then
we've done such embarrassing shit as a country.
we did a lot of sending bomber planes to like blow up the villages out here that the Japanese had taken over, and just like losing pilots and stuff. And
Right.
it's like the weather's the worst in the world out here. Like in a lot, it's not the worst in the world, but it's like it changes really fast. It's really dramatic. It's like pretty foggy. So we were just like throwing grenades and bombs at these islands for a long time, and then it messed up the islands. Like they're still cleaning up from that. Here they're cleaning up now all over the Aleutians. But then there was a battle where over 5,000 people died. It was like because a lot of them were kamikazes, like the
Yeah,
Japanese that like
kamikazes.
kill themselves if they lose.
Yeah.
It was like the biggest mass suicide in World War II, and like they lost, like there was bodies across like the whole island, that had to be like clean. It was like a really significant battle, and it was big, and it's like no one knows about that.
I'm
And
such a World War II. Like on my way here, I was watching a World War II film. Was it dramatized? Yes, but like the whole way here, I just binge watched The Pacific because I like how the stories segment up, and it's that time frame. I'm like, oh, that's D-Day. Like, oh, okay, I know that's Normandy, but the fact that we had so many battles fought on American soil is insane for me to think about.
and then what else happened? Yeah, basically that. And we didn't fight, like we didn't defend this place. We kept it a secret, and
now we're
basically enslaved and killed probably at least more than half the native population during that era. And then
it's like, can you even really recover from that whenever
no,
you have?
you can't.
It's like,
It took them off of their land, and it ruined their communities.
it feels so futile, like to even try to re-establish certain traditions. Like I almost feel
You
bad.
have to learn how to live out here.
Yeah.
And so they pulled these people out, and if they have nothing when they come back, they can't really survive. You know, it takes generations to like build
Right.
what they need to like survive out here. So
Thank you for that. I love that history lesson.
yeah,
I'm gonna go touch a mountain now.
okay, good.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Have a good trip.
You too. Okay. Can I go this way? Nope. I'm gonna go touch a mountain. I was so serious about that shit. At this point, I'm just doing shit to do shit, you feel me? But I want to do this before it gets dark, because I don't know how their police force is. And I feel like it's gonna get cold soon. Oh, fuck. Brent? Alaska Ship Supply. How you guys doing?
Good, how about you?
Hope I'm not interrupting too much.
What's going on?
But I'm from Texas and I've never seen like an environment like this. And it's really fucking pretty to me. Like, are there any spots that you guys just sit down and admire sometimes?
Now, are you talking about secluded spot or just pretty much anywhere in general?
Just anywhere in general.
So one that's accessible right now, that bar that's across the street, like if you went in the bar and went to the back, there's a spot where you can sit down. They would normally have a bonfire thing over there and you can enjoy the beautiful view out that way.
Damn.
But if not that, like during the daytime, if you catch a cab, you can ask them to go towards the mountains. Beautiful, beautiful spot, man.
See, that's what tripped me out. I've never seen mountains before.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was just literally talking to a lady in the restaurant. I was like, I think I'm gonna go touch I'm gonna go touch the mountain now. I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna go touch the mountain now.
Right?
So I looked over and I saw that one back there. I was like, that's right behind the store. That looks shady.
Yeah, right now we don't see much eagles out and about, but normally there'll be a lot of eagles around.
Really?
Yeah, you'll get to see hella eagles, man. They're big.
I think their mating season's already over. I think they're more protected now.
Yeah.
They're not out and about as much.
Nah, man, I love this. I love the culture. I'm trying to get more into the culture here too.
Yeah, what brings you out here?
Work,
What kind?
seafood processing,
Oh,
Are you
yeah?
working at Unity or Westward?
O'Hara.
O'Hara? Oh, shit,
O'Hara?
O'Hara. Yeah, I believe there's one here.
I feel like it's almost like a rite of passage because, like in Texas, the beaches are fucked.
Yeah.
Like contamination of fecal matter is like 6 times over the legal amount, but the water's still sacred to my people. So it's like, I don't know. I don't even really get to be in it like that. So
Right.
finally being around some healthy-ish water, I'm like, man.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
Healthy,
I mean, compared to
healthier.
there-
That shit is brown. That shit is toilet water, literally.
I mean, we can't eat anything from like the seashells, oysters, and mussels. We can't eat off the beaches.
I heard because there was like a spill at one point, right?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
Like 20 years ago.
yeah, and it's still effective. But no, I think if you want to travel, I think being on a boat is more. You probably see the ocean.
You'll see a lot of beautiful stuff out. Like, first you'll just see only ocean, but eventually, let's say like A season, like January towards like April, there's times when like the boats will go towards an area where it's like just an ice sheet in the middle of the ocean. That shit is pretty nice to see, you know?
But if you're into forests, I say in mountains, Seward. It's like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
You said what?
Seward, Alaska.
Seward, Alaska.
So it's like, you know, Anchorage.
Yeah.
So like when you get down in Anchorage, it's like a 2-hour drive towards, I don't know which direction, but there's a place called
Well,
Seward.
yeah, west. Go
West?
Yeah.
So 2 hours west of a drive, and it's like,
It's like,
but for immediate place to see,
Oh, yeah.
like that bar over there, like across the street. So you
Right.
see where that metal weird thing is over there between the cars, like across the street?
yeah.
Like that's like the parking lot for that bar. And there's a bar over there called the Rat Saloon, so, Norwegian.
The North.
Yeah, Norwegian Rat Saloon.
Yeah.
In the back, like it's almost like a beach area. You can actually kind of climb down, but it's all rocks, and you can.
I see. I see.
Yeah. Actually, I gotta.
Please let me see that.
I said the season's kind of dying down, isn't it?
Yeah,
At
it
the-
is. It is. I came at like the wildest time.
What you guys doing, like 18 hours, 16 hours?
16 and a half.
That's nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Yo.
That's what it looks like over there behind the bar.
Yo.
And you can hear like the rocks like rattling as the water comes down. Yeah. It's hard to hear it through the phone, but
Nah, I know what you're talking. It's like
that was
It's-
just last night.
it's like when you could. It sounds like almost like a breath. Like whenever you really relax, you. Sounds like a wave crashing.
It's like small waves. Like,
Yeah, but over there, like it sounds like somebody just grabbed like a bag full of rocks and slowly rolled it down like on a perfect like straight hill, just like that nice like sound like marbles and shit.
Oh.
That's what it sounds like over there when you go.
but I say if you actually do want to work, especially on boats, I would say the KDM, but I would be lying. Any processing plant, especially like Trident, you get to see a lot of work with a lot of people. 16 hours, but the money's worth it.
Hit up the plants instead of the vessels, huh?
But if you want to make money, Bristol Wave is probably your best bet. Those guys come back with like what, $8,000. They'll be out there for like a season. They'll be out there for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and come back $8,000.
Yeah, but the intensity of the work is pretty high.
You're doing everything, gutting.
Like you want to start as a process, like on a processing boat. That's kind of like the starting point.
Right.
It's still hard.
I think land first, get the feel of it, then a boat. Because being a boat is like intermediate.
They threw me in that.
Okay. Like I started with the boat, so I think that's like the beginning.
I'm not gonna lie. I convinced them to put me on the boat. Like everybody else was like, I don't know if I should do this. I was like, but in Texas, I was like, I work on the Cybertruck. I built the first Cybertruck, and I'm like standing in front of it like this, and I'm like, I know how to work with my hands, just like basically talking myself up. And they're like, yeah, we can work something out. So now I'm here. I think
like 16 hours, like
16 hours every day.
I think after the first 32 hours, if I haven't gotten any better at it, then I probably shouldn't be doing it.
It's typically about like 2 weeks to a month for people to truly get used to like the whole processing.
Right.
No matter like how good you are at work on land, like just nothing compares to the boat because
Right. It's
there is the
rocking
work,
too.
there's the hours, then there's fighting gravity constantly, 24/7, even when you're asleep. You know,
actually I probably had the best sleeps on the boat.
after getting used to it.
It's like it feels like I'm being
Rock to sleep. Yeah.
rocked by Mother Nature.
Yeah. But the tough part is getting used to doing all the work while the whole like everything is in motion.
Okay.
That's what makes it hard.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Of course, man.
My name is Gerald.
Josh.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's that, man?
I don't know if that was a good time or a bad time.
Right?
You too. Actually, stay dangerous. See, look, I haven't been able to be on my phone for a little bit. I got so fucking bored that my charisma started coming back out again. I'm the Risley Bear. I'm the Rizzliest Risley Bear there is. I think I'm gonna touch a mountain later on tomorrow because I don't like how it's getting semi-dark and I've never been in this environment before, so I'm gonna just call it a night. I think this is a pretty good vlog. I'll probably snip it and edit certain shit out because certain conversations are just long and drawn out, but you know, the scenery, everything. Yeah, so I think it'll be cool to get the whole shebanger. I don't even know how these people are gonna contact me because I don't have a fucking phone. I'm going to sleep. I think I am jet lagged. I'm just very stubborn. Tell me I can't handle chopping up some fish on a boat. On a boat is where we float. Okay. I had to go to 3 different states to get batteries for that alarm. I got my Advil. Oh my god, damn, that shit just hit me out of nowhere. Pure exhaustion. I want some ice. So I was supposed to have a buddy in here with me, but that sounded sus. I was supposed to have somebody in here with me, but seems like they pussied out last minute. If I see Shotty again, it'd be a sin not to shoot my shot. I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, I can't shoot my shot. Look, guys, I'm a certified shooter. But right now I'm a taken man, so we not shooting shots. We just talking. We just enjoying conversation. I won't take it to the next level because I'm a good person. I'm trying to be. Cool. That shit look dirty. I'm like half-ass worried because I'm pretty sure I just saw the guy who was supposed to have me get set up. I'm pretty sure I just saw him, but I like call his name. You know, whenever you be like, Earl. I hit one of them, and he ain't turned around, so I just assumed it wasn't him. But my ship is supposed to be in tomorrow. And I'm 90% sure. Hey, you're on the Defender too, right?
Yeah.
What time? It's supposed to be in tomorrow, right?
I don't know.
Damn, cause I don't have no Wi-Fi or nothing.
I don't have anything. Somebody come and knock the door.
They'll knock on the door.
Yeah.
10-4. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. Bro, he had a black and mild. I want a black and mild. Fuck that shit. I don't need it. Fuck that shit. I don't need it. You can keep it. No, I will say Alaska has really pretty native women, like indigenous women. And that shit, I don't know. That shit kind of developing into a weakness. Like, white girl was talking to me forever, but I was not feeling her at all. But the native shawty, oh my god, I was like, damn, she's really fucking pretty. Like, let's not make no mistakes tonight, my boy. But I've been bored and I've literally become so much more of a social person and like open to conversation. Like if there's somebody, I'm sorry, I'm like kind of, like I said, I'm a little bit jet lagged. If you're trying to have a conversation with somebody, or you see somebody, and there's one person that's like this, versus a person like this, or like this, the second person seems a lot more open to conversation. So like, I went down there and there's not even really a need. I'm like, why do I even have my phone? There's no point in having a fucking phone. Bro, I might move to Alaska. I'm not gonna hold you. I might move to Alaska for a hot minute. A, for work. B, because the scenery is beautiful. C, because they still have their indigenous roots. I think this might be the move. Even if I stopped working up here, I think I might move to Alaska because it's just the prettiest place I've ever seen. It's the same shit they talked about Texas. Like, Texas isn't just tumbleweeds. Texas isn't just cactus and tumbleweeds. Bro, I need some type of AC. It's stuffy in here. I need some ventilation. What the fuck? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that shit. You gotta understand that, like, you gotta understand that this shit impacts us in more ways than we think it impacts us. Which is why, like, I was talking to my mom, and before I hopped on the flight, I was like, I think I'm addicted to my cell phone. And she was like, nah, I don't think so. Like, I don't think you're addicted to your cell phone. Or at least I don't see it. And I'm like, well, I'm always on that bitch. Like, and I don't want to be on it all the time. Maybe that's why I'm hot. I have a beanie and a jacket on. That's more my natural speed right there. But this shit impacts us in more ways than we think.